Looking for a difference between iPhone 15 Pro Max and iPhone 14 Pro Max? Well, it does looks the same, but we got some useful features on iPhone 15 Pro Max which you will love to have on iPhone 14 Pro Max, just in case if you really want to update, because you really don't need to. Last year we got the biggest update in the display of iPhone 14 Pro Max, which get rid of notch. And this year it looks same on iPhone 15 Pro Max with the same dynamic island, but there are some minor details that I want to share. Apple reduced the bezel size on iPhone 15 Pro Max, and you can clearly see the difference. The bezel on 15 Pro Max is around 1.55mm compared to 2.2mm on iPhone 14 Pro Max. Except that, no change. It was rumored before that Apple might change the peak brightness on iPhone 15 Pro Max, but sad to let you know, it is exactly same as last year, 2000 nits, which means almost same display technology on iPhone 15 Pro Max. The significant update we see on iPhone 15 Pro Max is the new titanium build. Now it does affect how you feel the phone in your hand, as the weight of a phone is reduced, and now the sides are brushed out and comes with the more matte finish instead of a glossy finish on iPhone 14 Pro Max. The weight is around 221 grams, which is a big difference since iPhone 14 Pro Max weighed around 240 grams. The cameras are where we saw some significant update, and if you really want an additional zoom lens, then iPhone 15 Pro Max is for you, as we've got a new periscope lens, except that iPhone 14 Pro Max comes with the same camera numbers. We got a 12 megapixel 5x telephoto sensor compared to 3x on iPhone 14 Pro Max. This new periscope lens on iPhone 15 Pro Max enable iPhone to choose multiple zoom length to choose from and take a shot. There is one cool feature which you guys would love to have on iPhone 14 Pro Max. If you take a picture without any specific mode like portrait or else, you can apply the same effect after you take a picture, which comes handy when you are in a hurry to take a picture, or you can adjust the picture after you take it. This is because of a normal mode take a detailed shot. Also, for video, iPhone 15 Pro Max is able to record ProRes 4K 60 frames per second. We got only 30 frames per second on iPhone 14 Pro Max. The low light imaging is also getting better on iPhone 15 Pro Max, but having almost the same camera numbers won't affect much. Maybe we get these features with the new update, or it may be exclusive to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Apple just kept silent when we talk about the battery life. They didn't even mention the battery life of iPhone 15 Pro Max. We don't have the numbers, but as per leaked information, iPhone 15 Pro Max comes with a slightly bigger battery, 4422 mAh, but on Apple official website they claim the same battery numbers as 14 Pro Max, 29 hours. Which ends up giving us about 11 to 12 hours on screen on time, just like the 14 Pro Max, but slightly better due to a new power efficient processor. Finally, we got a Type-C on iPhone 15 Pro Max, but still no mention of a new charging speed, so we can guess same charging numbers on iPhone 15 Pro Max. But the data transfer speed is about 20 times more than 14 Pro Max at 10 gigabit per second. So if you copy a lot of data from iPhone to your system, this comes handy. The performance numbers are much better on iPhone 15 Pro Max, and for the first time, we got a ray tracing option in iPhone, which will greatly improve the gaming performance on iPhone 15 Pro Max, and we got a new A17 Pro chipset with the 3nm process, which will improve the performance but also gives us a power efficiency. Now that doesn't mean iPhone 14 Pro Max is bad by any means, as Apple uses the same A16 Bionic chipset on iPhone 15 base model. Also, Apple didn't disclose this, but iPhone 15 Pro Max is here with the new 8GB of RAM, 2GB more than the 14 Pro Max. The price on iPhone 15 Pro Max is more than 14 Pro Max. The difference is only $100 in the US, but a lot more in other countries. But $100 increases for a reason. iPhone 15 Pro Max is here with the 256GB version as a base model instead of 128GB on iPhone 14 Pro Max. Is it really worth it going from 14 Pro Max to iPhone 15 Pro Max? Well, it is a personal choice if you want to get these minor updates or you are going to wait for next year. If you guys want to see how iPhone 15 Pro Max performs against the Galaxy S23 Ultra, then you should watch this video, and I hope you guys are subscribed. I will see you next time. Till then, peace out.